destroyed.
If I were a god, I would not be a good one. Even with all of my empathy and my love, I know that were I a god, I would not be good. I would not be fair, nor just, nor kind, nor loving. With limitless power, I would be the most corrupted being in existence, for power attracts the corruptible. All of us are corruptible, even you. I would favor my own interests and damn the rest, damn the consequences. I would be spiteful and emotional and lustful and cruel. I would hate the half-hearted and prefer only the best. No, you wouldn't want me as a god. I'm glad I'm just a regular man with my limited abilities. Aren't you too? As a man amongst humans, you can expect that I'll treat you with respect and give change to the poor. I'll smile when you need it and be an ear to hear when you least expect it. Strange, the gods don't sound benevolent when you really think about it. They do exactly what we would do were we in their position. The reason is because our gods are us, breathed into life and written into existence. They favor our side, they love only the best, and they do what they want. Ask a child, any child, if they believe in God. And if by chance they say yes, more often than not, they have an idea of what that God's like. They'll say he is mighty and just and all the things that gods should be. He's the arbiter of fate and smiles down on his creation with eyes so bright they rival the sun. He lays waste to bullies and murderers alike, and he's only really fair to us depending on which side they're on. My God wouldn't let babies die or families go hungry. He sees that barren landscape of a desert and makes it tillable for the starving. He levels mountains and moves suns. Homes are built for the homeless, and light is made in the darkened alleyway so it's passable without fear of strangers. The monsters under your bed, they're nothing more than toys and shoes. This is not what we've come to expect from the gods people believe in. Those are all the things a god should be, and they sound more like our heroes rather than our gods. And when you think about the things that happen in the world that a god could change, should change, a very different picture is painted. Each thing we see offends the senses and enrages the heart, as it offends the senses of the child as well, which is why when our gods do something that's unjust, it's obvious. The child asks, I don't get it. Why would God kill people in a tidal wave? They didn't do anything wrong. They may say it's just his way, but it's just an excuse. What could a god have been so overly concerned with that he couldn't intervene when a man throws a child off a bridge and leaves her for dead? What about one who would allow a man to put his baby in a microwave, or allow an earthquake to swallow people whole? He must have been too busy trying to prevent gay people from getting married, or worse, he was punishing them because they worshipped someone else. Would Superman stand by idly and let this happen because they didn't believe in him? No, because saving them would not be contingent on their belief in him. Superman, nay, any superhero, would not stand by idly whilst thousands of people and memories are washed away. Or how about one? Just one memory. Just one young man who gets beaten to death for being who he is. How could anyone ask why I would question the actions of such a being, or question its morality, its existence? Then I hear the cry of, where would our morality come from if it were not for the gods? And I say that throughout all time, all gods have shown themselves to be but lowly humans on a temper tantrum, and we don't need them. I need no one to tell me that killing is wrong, that AIDS is wrong, or that stealing is wrong. Truly, our morals were not handed down from the heavens, but handed up from our ancestry. We're a part of a long lineage of beings that realized that to help one's brother is to help the self and the group, and those who said otherwise were selfish and outcast. And so the outcast made up the gods to control the good, people who were too decent to know any better, whilst performing evil deeds behind the scenes. It's then, and only then, do they always say, it's you who brought this upon yourself by being a sinful son of Adam. And then I ask, at what point did I make the choice to be alive in this world? I love it here, but I never chose to be here. And once here, you say I'm immediately inundated by the whims of a madman who wants perfection from me, perfection that he can never get. If so, that is a sorry state of affairs for the living, and I wish I had been born in another world. Of course, with that line of reasoning, we can only pity the living and be jealous of the dead. But that's not how we reason. We love the living and mourn the dead, and we do what we can to make things better. You want to know how atheists are made? Some atheists are made when they see disaster and bury the dead. Some atheists are made on children's cancer wards. Others are made when they see the world differently and give themselves over to the idea that things could be better without the gods. It's people who pick themselves up after everything is broken, not gods. It's people who lift up the mourning and feed the poor, not gods. People are the ones who see tornadoes and think of the next move when a town is flattened and every job moves elsewhere. The gods, they just get in the way. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Also, sorry for my prolonged absence from video making. School is extremely hectic right now and I have very little time to be able to make videos. But if you do enjoy hearing my voice that much, you can listen to Jason and I on SoundCloud at www.soundcloud.com/lemmy-finish. Check it out, it's a lot of fun. And also, don't forget the folks over at A Very Public Spanking Of. Link in the description, and don't forget to watch the show at 6 p.m. EST on Saturday nights.